to a solicitor.
Oh, morning, Bob. Nice to see you too.
Yeah. I told him about Tom King trying to bribe us. Now, he reckons, right, that they're obviously worried about the possibility of us bringing a civil case.
Dad, I thought we decided against legal action.
Yeah, but maybe this changes things.
What, do you think it improves our chances of winning?
No, not exactly, no. I mean, he thinks that we should hold out for a bigger payment.
Well, maybe he's right.
No, he's not, no. The fact that they're so desperate to pay us off, well, that means that they've got something to hide.
But there's no point in taking them to court if we still can't prove it. It's time we face the facts. Taking the money might be the only option we've got left.
Hetty, how's Edna doing? I heard she gave evidence against the Kings.
Not good. She's hiding in the house and won't come out.
Poor Edna. It can't have been easy to turn against her employer.
Poor Edna, my backside. She only did it because Tom King didn't fancy her.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, well, I don't know. That Rosemary what's-her-name said it was true, and let's face it, she has been very friendly with Tom King this year.
Well, even so, I can't imagine Edna having feelings like that. She's always seemed so...
Dried up.
independent.
She's still a woman, and even women like Edna have been known to fall for the wrong fella.
He just didn't feel the same. That's why she turned against him.
I don't believe it for a second. If I know anything about Edna Birch, I'm sure she did what she thought was right.
Think about it, Bob. If we don't accept the offer, they could get away with paying nothing at all.
You think 100 grand is any kind of payment for the likes of them? Come on, Jean, they'll probably spend more money on the champagne for the victory party.
At least it's something.
What would we do with that kind of money anyway? What, spend it on a shopping spree? New car, a house?
Of course not.
Hey, perhaps we could spend it on a family holiday. Yeah, I can see us all sitting round the pool, drinking cocktails. Yeah, here's to Dawn. It's a shame that she can't be with us, but, oh, a death paid for it all.
It's not about what we do with it. It's about getting compensation.
Well, there are other ways of doing that, Mum.
They can offer us all the money in the world, and it will not change what they did.
Nothing's going to change that, Bob. Not even if you get them put away for years. Sooner or later, you're going to have to accept that and get on with your life.
Yeah, well, I can't. Not yet.
You off to the pub, Jimbo? Thought you'd be back to work full-time now that the investigation's cleared you.
You saying you want me there?
Well, could always use an extra pair of hands, especially now that we're finalising the development sale.
Oh, I thought that was all sorted.
That's what Dad would have us believe. He likes to make out he's saved the day. But if you ask me, it's far from saved yet.
What's this got to do with me?
I know why you backed him in the meeting the other day, but you want to see what a mess he's making of this deal with Orton. If we stand together now, we can show him once and for all we don't need him.
Do what you like. The only place I'm standing is at the bar.
I know the investigation was harder on you than anyone else, but we're off the hook now. It's over.
You try telling that to TJ. It'll never be over for him.
The very man.
What do you want?
Pint, please.
You don't sing in the shower?
Never.
You don't leave the top of the toothpaste? Clip your nails in the bath? Then you might need these.
You found us a house. That's wonderful.
I've spoken to Matthew. It's all arranged. We can move into Victoria whenever we want.
Victoria Cottage.
It's perfect for us. It's local. It's cheap. It's even tastefully furnished.
Mrs. Hope won't like it.
Mrs. Hope doesn't have to like it. She won't be living there. Look, Emily, you can stay with your ex-husband, stuck in a life that you should have left behind, or you could grab the chance of something new. It's up to you.
Enjoying your pint? Yeah, must be nice to be able to relax knowing that you're finally in the clear. It's a shame they had to lie and cheat to get there.
I had nothing to do with what the HSE found.
Yeah, you bought your way out of it, didn't you? Like you tried with everything. Well, just so you know, you will never buy my family off. Doesn't matter how many checks you throw at us.
What checks?
Well, your dad hasn't told you that he tried to buy us off. Well, he offered us £100,000. Said it'd be the best offer we'd get.
Maybe it is.
No amount of money will ever be enough.
But maybe you should think about it for TJ's sake. It could be the start he needs in life.
The start that he needs in life is his mum with him, alive and well to look after him.
There's nothing we can do about that. Believe me, I wish there was.
Do you?
Yes. You don't know how sorry I am about Dawn.
You don't look very sorry from where I'm standing.
You don't understand. I'd do anything to make it right. If only there was something I could do.
Yeah, well, there is something you can do. You can tell the truth about why that building really collapsed.
I don't know why.
You think I don't know what happened? I mean, I can't prove it, but I know without doubt it was all down to you. Jimmy, you keep saying that you're sorry, but you're still not saying what you're sorry about. Come on, for me, will you admit it? You were the one that killed my daughter.
I never meant to hurt anyone.
But you did, didn't you, Jimmy? It was your fault.
Yeah, right. Bye. I've had Orton on the phone. He wants to know why you haven't sent over the legal waiver from the Oaks yet.
What did you tell him?
That you'd call him back. It's not my place to tell him that it was never going to happen.
It'll happen.
Oh, come on, Dad. The Oaks are never going to agree.
They might. For 100 grand.
How can you be so sure?
Because I won't give up until they do. Oh, stop worrying, Matthew. I've got it under control.
Come with me to the health and safety. Tell them what happened. All of this will be over.
I don't think I can.
You just told me that you never meant to hurt anyone.
I didn't.
So you can prove it. Look, you can either face up to what you've done, take responsibility like a man, or you can hide behind your father's lies. Live with this guilt for the rest of your life. This is the only way to make things right, and you know it.
Where are you going, Jimmy?
Now tell them the truth.
You caught me in the middle of my chores. I haven't got time for a social call.
I won't stay long. I just noticed that it's been a while since you updated the village history website.
I'm not sure there's much to do.
Oh, I thought it'd be a good way to keep occupied. I heard you're not working for the Kings anymore.
I see.
No one's gossiping about you, Edna, if that's what you think.
Oh, no, of course they're not.
What happened with you and Tom King is no one else's business.
And why are you here? And don't tell me it's anything to do with the website.
I wanted you to know you can talk to me. I understand what it's like when someone you trust lets you down.
You don't understand anything.
I'm just trying to help.
I don't need help. I'm fine.
Come on, Jimmy. We agreed this is the only way to make things right.
How can it be right to sell your own family down the river? You do this, Jimmy. After everything we've done to protect you, and that's it.
I'm sorry. I really am sorry.
You coward! You haven't got the guts to stand up to Daddy, even when you know you should. Oh, to hell with you. I'm going on my own.
They won't listen.
Oh, they will when I tell them what he said. He's admitted responsibility.
He'll never admit it again. And if anyone asks, he'll deny this conversation ever took place, and so will I. You can't do anything about it, Bob. You never could. Why don't you just take the money I offered you and get on with your life?
No chance.
Where are you off to? You're supposed to be minding the bar.
I've got to go.
You can't just disappear. You're in the middle of a shift.
What's going on? I'm going to get them for this. I don't care what it takes. I'm going to get them.
Hang on.
I need to talk to you about the King's River business.
Mr. Hope, we've been through this. There's nothing else we can do.
Get you on the bet. Jimmy King has just admitted responsibility. Now, if his father hadn't stopped him, he'd be in here now telling you that himself.
We've spent months keeping this contained. Why on earth would you go and do something like that?
What's happened?
Oh, not much. Just caught Jimmy on his way to the HSE to confess all.
What?
He'd already told Bob. Why not tell the rest of the world?
We could deny it to everyone else, but we know in our hearts we were responsible for those people's deaths.
No, Jimmy, you were responsible.
I know. I live with that every day.
Oh, and you think it'll make you feel better, do you? If you purge yourself of all your sins?
Nothing's ever gonna do that. But it might help.
Oh, good for you. The development sale and the future of the whole business might be in trouble now Bob knows the truth. But what the hell, that doesn't matter as long as you're feeling better.
Easy, Dad. He's been through a rough time too.
I was just trying to do the right thing for once.
Yeah, well, yet again, son, you got it completely wrong.
I knocked for Edna, but she wouldn't even answer the door.
Ashley went round too, she wouldn't even talk to him.
Well, maybe she doesn't need to talk. Maybe she needs something to take her mind off.
Like what?
Well, game of poker always cheered me up.
Poke! Don't you know Edna at all?
Obviously not as well as you.
Nobody knows Edna as well as Leonard.
Oh?
He's a world expert.
Oh?
No, cards are a good idea, though. Edna's quite partial to the odd rubber of bridge.
Well, preach it is then.
Oh, what are we celebrating?
Emmerdale's answer to Will and Grace are moving in together.
Oh, well, I suppose it is about time you got out from under Paddy's feet and found a place of your own.
Shame the place they found is owned by the Kings.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Hope. It was the only house available to rent.
Well, Bob won't stand for anyone doing business with the enemy.
Well, how come you're happy to serve tea and scones to the enemy?
He's got a point.
They don't have anywhere else to shop.
Well, I don't have anywhere else to live. I haven't had a home since I left the village, and I need to get back to a normal life.
So, shacking up with your gay best friend in a sexless relationship is normal, is it?
Yes, I think it is.
Well, suit yourself, Emily. You usually do. Orange.
He looked me in the eye and he told me it was his fault.
What exactly did he say?
He said he never meant to hurt anyone.
But he didn't give you any details of what he'd actually done?
He was going to. I mean, he was actually on his way down here to tell you himself when Tom King stopped him.
Can anyone else confirm this? So it was only you that heard the alleged confession?
Look, there's nothing alleged about it, I'm telling you. If you send someone down to talk to Jimmy King now, you can get him to crack.
We're not in the business of cracking people, Mr. Hope. We've already spoken to Mr. King several times. He's always denied any knowledge.
Well, you could try again.
We've already had his solicitors on the phone, warning us against harassing them without a cause.
But we do have cause.
We don't. Look, I want to get them as much as you do. We can do nothing without any evidence.
He told me he did it!
He's got to tell us. Otherwise, it's just your word against his. I'm sorry, Mr. Hope.
Right, come on, Dad. They were right, you know, son. Tom King told me, he said that it didn't matter what I did, that they would get away with it. He was right, wasn't he? There's something wrong with this world, you know? There's something very, very wrong.
We'll have to have a housewarming party as soon as we move in.
We'll have to wait until we get insurance. I'm scared someone might spill their cocoa on the carpet. I need to go tell Paddy I'm moving out. See you later, roommate.
Oh, what's wrong with you? Jealous?
As if I'd be jealous of Emily. It's just, everyone's moving on and I'm back living with a family and working in a greasy cafe.
Poor Cinders. Tell you what, let's have a night out. Celebrate my new house, cheer you up. My treat.
In that case, I have 20 now.
What for?
I can't go on a night out looking like this. I'm announced unprofessionally.
I'm sorry about earlier. Maybe you and me could partner up for this bridge game. Yeah, go on then. You two have always made a good pair.
Maybe.
Unless, of course, you'd prefer to pair up with someone else.
Look, I'm not sure there'll even be a game. I can't see Edna going for this.
We can still play anyway, even if she's not here.
Have you not forgotten this is supposed to be about cheering Edna up?
How could anyone forget that?
Thought I brought my kids into a world where men were equal.
Slow down, Dad.
I didn't think it mattered how much money it had in the bank.
Can we talk about this later?
If you or me killed someone, right, we would be charged straight away. How do the kings get out of it?
I don't know.
Because they're rich, that's why. They can afford these fancy lawyers who can just think that they can talk their way out of anything. Me, I'm just a little man who can't get justice for my family.
Yet we can, Dad.
Nothing I do makes any difference. You know, that they can tell me to my face that they killed Dawn and there's still nothing I can do.
Well, that's why I want to get in there with them. I want to find something concrete and prove that they were responsible.
It won't work. Whatever we do, Tom King is always one step ahead. He's unstoppable.
All my life, I've gone out of my way to impress you.
Well, you've not done a very good job.
I never will. As far as you're concerned, I'll always be Jimmy the fool. Jimmy the disappointment.
You will be if you continue talking like that.
Leave it, Dad. We've got more important things to deal with.
I don't care what you think anymore. All those months lying in a hospital bed, I realised I've got to do what's right for me now. And that means getting as far away from you as I can. I'm through trying to impress you.
That's it, Jimmy. You get going when the going gets tough, just like you always do. We can manage quite well without you, you know. Go on, you slink off with your tail between your legs.
Dad, what are you doing?
You all right? Come on. Come on. Get me the police. Someone's just tried to kill me.
I'm surprised you're showing your face round here at the moment.
I came for a loaf of bread, not for the chit-chat.
Thought you'd be at home, breaking your heart over Tom King.
How are you, Viv? I'd concentrate on my own troubles.
What troubles?
I've just seen the police arriving to talk to your Bob.
What?
That's but pay to her. So tell me, Edna, love, how are you really?
For the last time, Betty, I am fine.
Oh, so you'll be up for a game of bridge tomorrow night?
Do you know, I've managed to keep myself busy for years. Why does everyone feel that I need occupying?
I know you. I know when something's not right. You're my friend, Edna. I want to help.
I wish you could, Betty. But there's nothing you can do.
Bob, what happened?
Oh, it was an accident. What sort of accident? Mr. King alleges you tried to run him over. No, I was driving round the corner, and he was stood in the middle of the road, and I didn't see him until it was too late to stop.
You did stop. Then you revved up and drove straight at me. When you missed, you put it in reverse and tried again.
Well, that knock must have affected your head, because that's not how I remember it.
He's lying. He's just covering up for his father.
Were there any other witnesses?
Yeah, my son Jimmy saw it all.
I didn't.
What are you talking about? You were the one that pushed me out the way. Exactly. I was too busy saving your life to notice any details.
Well, the skid marks seem to support Mr. Hope's story that he was taking action to avoid a collision.
So that's it. You're not going to do anything.
We'll take statements and file a report, but it looks like a simple traffic accident to me.
What are you playing at? We could have had him arrested there if you back me up. That's why I didn't. It's the least I could do for him today. You're protecting him. Why would you protect a man who wants to kill your own father? I know how he felt. Oi!
Having some family trouble, are you, Tom? Frustrating when people don't believe what you say, isn't it?
You'll try that again. And I'll come down on you so hard you won't know what's hit you.
No, you won't know what's hit you, because next time, I won't miss.